Tay showed up. Yeah, I mean, you already know we had this plan for a while that we were gonna have some fun with the tight ends.
Just don't want my meat on page 6.
Travis Kelce, big NFL dude, Super Bowl champ, locker room banter king, just admitted to changing one of his grossest habits, and it's all thanks to Miss Taylor Worldwide Spotlight Swift. Yep, love has a weird way of cleaning people up, and in this case, it took one global pop star to finally yank Travis out of the bushes. Literally. Back in the good old pre-Taylor days, Travis apparently treated the golf course like it was his own personal outhouse. We're talking about disappearing mid-game, sneaking into the trees for a quick whizz like it was no big deal. Casual, chill, disgusting. But hey, when you're just a guy with a ball and a club, no one bats an eye. That is until you're dating the Taylor Swift, and suddenly every squirrel in the forest has a telephoto lens. So now, with the paparazzi breathing down his neck and Swifties analyzing his every blink, Travis has had to retire the rogue urination antics. Insiders say he's very aware now, like planning his bathroom schedule like it's a military operation. No more spontaneous nature breaks, just classy restroom etiquette like a proper celeb boyfriend. Honestly, the man went from peeing in pine trees to probably Googling best places to pee discreetly during golf. And let's be real, Taylor hasn't said a word about any of this, but we know she had a hand in it. Maybe it was a side-eye during a golf date. Maybe it was her quietly making ew face. Whatever it was, it worked. Because if Taylor can make a grown man stop peeing in bushes, is there anything she can't do? Apparently, reversing time and deleting an entire reality show from existence is still out of her league, because Travis just called catching Kelce the worst thing he's ever done in his life. Yup, even worse than that golf course bladder saga. So let's rewind to 2016, a time when Kelce thought the best way to find love was by letting a camera crew follow him around while 50 women fought for his attention like it was the Hunger Games with better hair. The show only lasted one season, but the cringe lives on. And now, nearly a decade later, the poor guy's still haunted by it. During a podcast convo that got a little too real, Kelce basically dragged the whole thing, calling it a total mess that didn't give him what he expected. Probably because what he expected was a rom-com, and what he got was chaos and cable TV shame. And no, he's never been to jail, but apparently even a degree in criminal justice couldn't save him from the crime against dignity that was catching Kelce. He joked about how no one probably even watched it, which, ouch, but also true. His own teammates used to roast him in the locker room for it. Imagine trying to focus on a touchdown while someone's yelling, "Yo bro, how's episode 3?" across the field. Back then, Kelce thought he was just having fun, living the dream, soaking in the fame. But fast forward to now, and he's realizing that reality TV doesn't just fade away, it haunts. Forever. Like that one weird uncle on Facebook who still posts Minion memes. Once it's out there, it's out there. And speaking of things going public, Travis Kelce just spilled the adorable beans on how that viral Taylor moment at his Tight Ends and Friends concert actually went down, and it's giving major rom-com energy. A chill Nashville night, a hyped-up crowd, and boom, Taylor Swift struts on stage in an LBD like she's about to casually snatch everyone's soul. Which she basically does by busting out Shake It Off with country boy Chase Rice. Crowd is unhinged, internet broken. But according to Travis, this wasn't some spontaneous Swiftie miracle. It was totally planned and honestly kind of couple goals. On his podcast, Travis gave the inside scoop and looked like a proud golden retriever the whole time. Jason threw him a cheeky "how did that even happen?" and Travis, grinning like he just got dessert before dinner, dropped the bomb. It was their little plan all along. Because of course it was. Nashville's basically Taylor's backyard, and the tight ends party needed some sparkle. So what do you do when you've got the world's biggest pop star on speed dial? You bring her up on stage. Duh. Apparently Taylor just wandered backstage like, "Hey, I might hop up there and shake things up." And next thing you know, she's belting her 2014 bop. And the crowd's collectively losing their minds. No rehearsal, no drama, just pure Swift magic. And let's not forget, this wasn't just any concert cameo. This was her first live performance since reclaiming her music catalog like the boss she is. Talk about a mic drop moment. Travis couldn't stop gushing, of course. He's giving her props, saying she just bought all her songs back and now they're finally hers. It's giving supportive king energy. You can tell he's still processing the fact that he's dating a literal mastermind who casually crashes his events and turns them into historical pop culture moments.
Taylor showed up to Tight End University. How did it?
Tay showed up. Yeah, I mean, you already know we had this plan for a while that we were gonna have some fun with the tight ends, and especially tight ends and friends, all the evening events.
How did this come about?
We're in Nashville. She grew up in Nashville. She moved there when she was younger. I won't say when the idea came up. Tay just kind of went up to him and the band and just was like, hey, if you guys are down, like, I'll go up there, play a song, and see if we can, pop the roof off this place, man.
And just when you think this couple couldn't get any more rom-com core, boom! Cut to them vibing on a rooftop balcony like two college sweethearts who just found the aux cord. In a scene that honestly looked more frat house than Forbes' list, Taylor and Travis were spotted belting karaoke classics with none other than George freaking Kittle. And the internet lost its collective, we're talking zero glitz, all chaos. No velvet ropes, no bodyguards whispering into earpieces, just three wildly famous people acting like the party was BYOB on someone's RA might shut it down. Drinks in hand, terrible dance moves on display, and Travis hitting high notes like his life depends on it. Taylor, living. Hair down, energy up, and probably doing interpretive dance with a solo cup. Kittle? Just thrilled to be the unofficial DJ/hype man of the balcony. And the crowd? Oh, the internet crowd loved it. This wasn't a PR stunt. This was we found a Bluetooth speaker and have no shame energy. Fans ate it up like leftover pizza. Warm, messy, and oddly comforting. The setting wasn't some glossy Met Gala after-party. It was a chill night on a rooftop with bad lighting, off-key vocals, and real human vibes. And that's exactly why people are obsessed. One insider said it best. This moment hit because it felt real. In a world where every celeb selfie is filtered within an inch of its life, watching Taylor and Travis absolutely destroy karaoke while probably screaming lyrics wrong was refreshingly normal. And George Kittle being there? Just a cherry on this unhinged Sunday. He somehow went from touchdown king to karaoke MVP without breaking a sweat.
Baby, please don't go. I said I'll keep waiting. I'll just touch you and show you the place.
But let's be real. No amount of off-key belting or balcony shenanigans can drown out the cold hard truth of those bank accounts. Because while Travis may have the Super Bowl rings, the Amazon podcast deals, and now apparently a fancy steakhouse with Mahomes that sounds like a meat-themed theme park, he's still nowhere near catching up with the financial juggernaut that is Miss Taylor Billion Swift. Yep, Swift isn't just dominating music charts, she's casually bossing America's GDP. Like, her Eras Tour alone made over $2 billion. That's not a tour, that's a small country's annual income. Meanwhile, Kelce could sign autographs with Tom Brady's pen and still wouldn't come close. If he wants to match her net worth, he'd have to keep catching touchdowns till he's 100, and even then, only maybe. Insiders are joking that unless Travis drops his own Grammy-winning breakup album, he might as well let Tay keep paying for dinner. And it's not just them. Simone Biles is also out here flipping circles around her NFL hubby Jonathan Owens, who, bless him, is still trying to match her in the income vault. The man's been grinding hard since 2018, but Simone's collecting Olympic golds, endorsement deals, and real estate like it's Monopoly on expert mode. She's clocking in at $25 million, while Jonathan's riding the $2 million wave and smiling through it. It's honestly kind of iconic. These women aren't just successful, they're out-earning their NFL men without having to get tackled for it. Simone's doing triple flips while Travis is opening restaurants with 10-foot meat displays and brass flooring that looks like a football field. Meanwhile, Taylor's signing contracts that could fund the moon landing reboot. One insider said if Kelce or Owens want to catch up, they'd have to drop a chart topper like Cruel Summer or invent a tech company overnight. Until then, it's giving rich girlfriend energy, and the boyfriends just happy to be along for the billion-dollar ride. So yeah, while Travis might be flexing Super Bowl rings and designing meat museums with Mahomes, let's not forget, he's dating the actual CEO of pop culture. Taylor isn't just setting trends, she is the trend. She's reclaiming her masters, crashing balconies, boosting GDPs, and rewriting love stories, literally and metaphorically. The woman turns every sidewalk into a red carpet and every concert into a global event. And honestly, it's kind of poetic that while Kelce's figuring out restroom schedules and dodging reality TV flashbacks, Taylor's casually rewriting economic textbooks and topping charts in her sleep. So go ahead, Travis, carry the bags, hit your podcast goals, and maybe invest in some more steak knives. Because Queen Tay's not just taking the stage, she owns it, the building, and probably the entire block too. That's all for this video, folks. We'll see you next time.